Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your finance focused monthly tarot horoscope for everyone who's got their ascendant sun or moon in the lovely Aries. And I'm using this new deck. This is the Tarot de Marseille deck by Pierre Madinet. It's a really old deck. I got it on Amazon. You can buy it on Amazon if you like. Now, the thing about this deck is, like, again, I took something that's very old, very traditional, and turned it into my own thing. Okay, you can see I wrote on each card, and I used some of the traditional meanings of these deck cards, but I also wrote things that I've learned along my journey and my interpretation of the cards, like I usually do. So. I did lay out a spread for you guys. I had to pause my computer for a minute. So I am going to kind of pick up where I left off and start at the beginning. But I do want to disclaim that I am not legally responsible or liable for anything, any kind of losses or financial loss, because this is a finance-focused reading. This is also a general reading, so if you want something more specific, please email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. But also, this is really just, and anybody who, you know, is watching this is for entertainment purposes only. Those of you who might make financial decisions based on this reading, I'm not responsible for any kind of loss there should that occur. So that said, I'm just going to kind of jump in. So you have a lot going on in May, okay, Aries, and so I'm just going to kind of go one at a time through. It's sort of not making quite too much sense right now, but I think it will shortly. And you didn't get, you got one coin card, okay, one coin card, which tells me that although, and I talked about how in my video about this series, I picked this deck because it has what I call coin cards, okay, cards that show the pentacles and just the pentacles, like there isn't anything else on there, okay, so that's why I picked this deck. But you have one coin card, so which tells me that you're not as focused on finances as you probably could be or should be, okay? So we'll get into it a little bit here, but the first card you got is the Judgment card. And I wrote here, it's about a moment in time where we must come to terms with our past and our past mistakes, to forgive ourselves for our guilt, our shame, or our anger, for we made our choices in the moment. So we must face it and let it go, and in order to move on. So this is about facing the past and our past selves and our past mistakes and saying, you know what? I made the choice to marry so-and-so at that moment in time. I made the choice to date so-and-so at that moment in time. I made the choice to start a business at that moment in time, to stay, not to go down the right path, not the left path, to go to school, to not go to school. These things, all kinds of things. This card, though, I think of it as a card also about cheating, okay? And this is about making the choice not to cheat. No more cheating, no more lies. This is a time in which you need to look at yourself and say, you know what? I made those choices to be involved with someone who's cheating or to cheat yourself, and to say, you know what, that's not something I want to do any longer. That's not something that's good for me any longer. And to forgive yourself, and no longer feel any guilt or any shame for making the choice to do so. But to know why you're going to move on and you're not going to do it any longer. Hang on just a second. I need my voice. I've been talking all day. Okay, so it says, what's crossing you is the war. I call it the War of the Roses. Okay, and this is technically the Seven of Swords. Okay, It says, I call this the War of the Roses. Arguments and epic battles. Someone who fights to win can indicate passion, can also indicate the desire for sex, or an argument that ends in sex. Can indicate conflict or breakup, or need to fight or stand up for yourself. To me, this is because you've got the Judgment card here. And I wrote on here, beware of liars, of tricksters, liars, and cheaters. And this is it's a very strong sword card. It says knowing the truth, cutting through the bullshit. Getting to the heart of the matter. It can also indicate keeping mum about things, and the sex for the relationship that you're in, if you're in one, is key. Someone who is very focused on having sex, okay, in a selfish way, okay. Sometimes it can indicate someone who just has a strong desire for sex, okay. It's a very strong urge to have sex, okay. So Aries, this could be you, okay. It's not just like, it's not like you just have desire for sex for one person, so you have a strong desire to have sex in general, okay? So, however, because you have the Judgment card, I feel like you're really headed for a breakup if you haven't already broken up already, okay? And I know this is a finance-focused reading, but because you have these things here, these, breakups can block blessings, okay? They can also increase financial blessings because then you're no longer being blocked by negativity, by the guilt, by the shame, by the anger. You're letting go of negativity. Once you let go of this negativity, you'll be unblocked to receive your Pentacle card, your coin card, which is this one, which is a big one, okay? This is I think they call it the Ace of Pentacles, okay? This is enjoying the simple things in life, finding perfect contentment and having prosperity and love. I call this the lucky coin, okay? This is a very good card, which indicates good fortune and happiness and good luck. This is the beginning, this is just the beginning, and much good fortune will follow, okay? So I feel like the relationship you are in, if you're in a relationship, Aries, needs to come to an end. You've been fighting, there's an strong element of conflict, and it needs to stop. For those of you who are no longer in a relationship, maybe were in a relationship, you're coming to terms with the past. You're coming to terms with your choices. You're coming to terms with maybe someone that you were involved with that was cheating, or maybe you were involved with cheating. You're coming to these terms with all of this, and maybe you're getting your sex drive back. Maybe, you're realizing kind of what's important, but there is still an element of conflict. So maybe even if you're single, there's an element of conflict in relationships. Maybe it's an ex-husband, or maybe it's an ex-wife, or maybe it's an old boyfriend or old girlfriend, or somebody that's causing you some conflict in relationships. And sex is kind of one of the things that you guys are fighting about, okay? Whether it was good, whether it was bad, it doesn't matter. It just matters that, like, you guys are arguing and that you guys need to stop fighting, basically. You need to stop fighting. Whoever you're fighting with, Aries, you need to put the sword down, okay? Because it's a bloody battle. And it's not going to lead to anything good if you continue fighting. If you let it go, all this negativity go, you'll unblock your blessings and you'll come into kind of like a peaceful time. You need to kind of have that, I'm getting, what is that, the 200 years of peace. It's going to be a more peaceful time for you, and that's what you really need. You have some major arcana cards here, a lot of them. So we're going to talk about them. What's surrounding you in your spread. You've got the World card as a foundation. And the World is, this is taking a trip or moving. It says around the world. Okay, this is to go from rags to riches overnight, to be an overnight sensation, to become famous, can indicate reward for much hard work or work well done. This is success in all you do. This is completion, also completion of a big project. You have all the luck in the world, and This is to love someone with all your heart. So, to me, the World card is probably one of the best cards in the whole deck. Why? Because you have it all. You have luck, you have love, you have um, your success. Everybody talks about success, and I do tell people that you're a success just by being here. So you don't need to like lust after this big success. It's just that if you realize that you're a success being here, and let that pressure, it's not pressuring yourself, because Aries have a lot of inner, I'd say inner frustration, inner tension, to succeed, inner drive. They're really like driven, literally driven to succeed by their own frustration and tension and fire, then you will be a success. But the more you like try to force it, and the more you try to like make it what it's not, okay? Or make it about something very materialistic, then it'll be more challenging for you to actually achieve all that abundance that's available to you, okay? So you have that, which is an amazing card. So some of you are moving, some of you are traveling, some of you are going to become famous, whether you recently happened more, well, it could have happened in the distant past where you are famous already, but maybe some of you, it needs to kind of develop. To me, this card colors the whole spread, which is very, it means that in time, whatever the divine timing is, it's going to happen, okay? May not be May, could be June, could be July. Some of you may not have till November or December, but it's the World card, so it's like this energy, it's the energy that's pushing you into this place of abundance, success, love, having it all. So you also got in the recent past the Magician. And the Magician is magic. It says truths will be revealed. You will start on a new path. Your dreams can become a reality if you choose to make them so. This is to realize the potential in someone or something, and to make big life changes, big changes. And I wrote, and this is my favorite quote, magic is the strength of your will, the clarity of your vision, and your courage to follow through. And that's the truth. And I always get confirmation because I always feel strong tingle when I read that. And I feel like that's very important for you. It's important to manifest, to use that magic that you have, everybody has, the magic of manifestation to make your dreams a reality. And it's not just like, it's not hocus pocus, it really is, you have the ability, like everybody does, to have a strong will, to be strong-willed, to will it to happen, the clarity of vision, seeing things for how they really are, and visualizing it in your head in a very strong, clear way, the outcome of how you want it to be. And then the courage to follow through, so to take the action steps needed to make your dreams happen. So it's not just, you just ended up being successful overnight. No, most people that are a success, they work damn hard to get there. They traveled the world. They gave up. They had sacrifices. They gave up a lot. Most success stories, and it's kind of weird because it's the same thing as me, and I never really thought about this until recently, but most people that are very, very wealthy, especially celebrities, talk about at one point how one point they were either homeless, jobless, suffering severely from some life tragedy, or exceptionally poor, where they had very, very little, and they basically had given up everything. And then the world comes along and says, guess what? We're going to give you it all. You've given up the materialism, it doesn't matter to you anymore. Like the Hermes bag doesn't matter to you. Like it'll never matter to you. You just want the simple things in life. You just want, to be at peace with life. You just want to have people who love you. You just want to have, a place that you can call home. Um, these are things that matter to you, and these are the stories. I mean, people's stories. And I don't know if it was Chris Pratt, the guy from um, Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, he was talking about he at one point he was like living in his van or something like that, or he was basically camping out in his van. And, I mean, he didn't have a place to live, and it was just. Now he's like a bazillionaire. He's a famous actor. He's very successful. He has more money than he could possibly think of. What to do with it? And in a way, probably he appreciates it more. And it's not about the materialism of having to have it. It's about really wanting those simple things, valuing the simple things. So, interestingly, I mean, that's just kind of how what I've read for most people who have attained a certain amount of wealth. Usually, they have to be at the very bottom of the barrel. Even like Humphrey Bogart, I mean, he wasn't successful until later in his life. I mean, he struggled for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And finally, he had, some breakthrough moments, and then boom, right? He became very famous, and, he's still known around the globe, still, many, 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 many years later, So, we're talking like 70 years later or something, and that's a long time, So, there's all kinds of stories. But anyways, what's crowning you right now is the Empress, okay, which is the card of abundance, okay. It says fruitful abundance. A wealthy woman can indicate pregnancy also. This is technically what the traditional tarot usually talks about the Empress, okay. I wrote also a single person full of promise. A life blessed by heaven. This is a golden child or a very special person. To have money and power and love, children and family. So that's a lot of abundance. That's abundance right there. Money, power, love, children, family. I was talking about this card in another reading, and I think of a golden child. I think of somebody who is here to help raise the vibration of the planet. I think of a starseed. I think of someone who's really on the spiritual path. Somebody who maybe not, their soul really isn't from this planet. That's what a starseed is. Somebody who's just very, very, they know their power does not come from what you consider power. Okay, it's not like government power. It's not like financial power. It's kind of inner power. It's like she knows what magic is. She knows what's inside her is. She has the ability to make magic happen because she knows how to. She has a very strong will, okay, and she knows how to appreciate the small, simple things in life. And she is very courageous, and her power comes from her inner strength, really. So that to me is what that's about, okay? This may be you, Aries females. This may be you. You may have kids. You may have a family. You may have money. You may be a very strong-willed individual. Some of you may know her, okay? And this could also indicate just kind of like the energy of abundance crowning you now. See, I feel like, though, some of you really, it's sort of like, again, in order for all of this lovely abundance and this coin to kind of come into your life, you need to let go of this relationship, or you need to come to terms with your past, because you have all this abundance kind of happening. Now, interestingly enough, you got 2 cards about moving. So I'd be very surprised come June, some of you are not moving, okay? Because you have the World card, which can indicate moving, but then you also got the, this is the Six of Swords, which indicates moving or moving away from troubles with money or hardship. It says life changes that will bring financial prosperity. A journey that will go well. This is making a good decision, which will ensure prosperity and love. This is a new home or a new life. This is to travel far and to learn much. This is, again, I feel like some of you are traveling a lot. Some of you are traveling for business. And some of you are, like I said, going to be moving. This is moving on to from a new life. So for those of you who are breaking up or getting a divorce, I feel like this divorce is actually going to give you a lot of prosperity. And you're not going to have to worry about money in the future. I mean, that's my feeling. You're not. Your partner has money and they're going to, I feel like you're going to get either a 50-50 split or a 60-40 split. You're going to come out of it okay. And what the universe is sending you is true friendship. Okay, this is the Two of Swords, but in my, my interpretation of this card is Two of Swords is friendship. Okay, to me, this is to like. Also, is to like somebody or to be emotionally attached. This is attraction. Also, this is to love someone unconditionally. So. Again, you have a lot of relationship stuff going on. You have a breakup going on, or a divorce going on, which could either bring you a lot of prosperity or not. I feel like it is. That's my feeling. Okay, I don't feel like you're blocked from the prosperity, but I do feel like there's some major conflict going on in your life, and that's blocking you from being in a positive place. And if you were in a positive place, you'd be more open to the prosperity. So, okay. Okay, so you may have also met someone that you're attracted to, okay? There may be some kind of strong attraction there. Now, it's interesting because I feel like the story is really clear. I mean, I feel like for you Aries single females, or soon-to-be single females, you're going to meet, either you met someone and there's an attraction, and this is going to be you're going to have the new love. You got the Sun card here. And the Sun card it says everything is going to fall into place. This is a fresh start, good health, new love, and clarity. It says things going your way, money arrives, things turn out better than expected. It says the new you is bright and loving and sunny. This is absolutely a positive outcome. It says sunshine and the sky is blue. So I feel like you're going to start over. And so the funny thing is, the outcome for you, Aries, and this Aries, guys, this could be you, okay? This is meeting Mr. Right. To me, this is the Mr. Right, okay? This is a wealthy man. This is the quest for riches and a successful career. This is wanting to start a new business or wanting to find or wanting financial security. This is self-reliance. This guy gets the job done right. They are kind and loyal. He provides for his family. This is a father figure as well. I feel like, though, if you're single, you're a lady, I feel like you're going to meet this guy, and this is Mr. Right. Okay, so better to get out of the relationship that you're in, because I don't feel like he's Mr. Right. I feel like he's Mr. Wrong. I feel like there's been some cheating going on. If you're in a relationship with someone who is cheating, like say you're an Aries female and you're single, but you're in a relationship with a guy who's, could be also another Aries, or someone with strong Aries in their chart, or Cancer too. They I feel like they're not going to get out of that relationship. And so you need to move on. You know, you need to move on from it. You know, Aries guys, you know, this could be you. You also could be, you know, maybe you were in a relationship with someone who was cheating, or maybe you were the person that was cheating. And again, this has led to conflict, and it's time to move on from that. So like in the end, even though you didn't get a lot of what I call coin cards. In the end, you're going to have, I feel like, this person in your life that provides for you, or that's just very, either you start a new business, or you provide for yourself. This could be Aries ladies, okay? Or you get into business with this guy, and this is also bringing in money for you. I think, though, too, you're going to be less focused on career and money towards the end of May. I feel like it's really going to be about relationships and starting a new relationship, getting out of the relationship you're in and getting into a new one. Towards the end of May, I feel like you're going to be in a new relationship early June, definitely. That's kind of how I see it. So that's all that I'm really getting. I hope you really like this reading, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to do more financial focused videos for you guys. Everybody's clamoring for my sex and relationships videos, which I haven't done yet. So stay tuned for more. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best in finance and health. So I send you big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.